There is no other place like this.
It is a one-of-a-kind resort.
From your cabin and right to dialysis.
This is the only resort-like camp that patients can bring their families to and stay on site to have their dialysis treatments.
It's the only camp that's fully funded through Lions. It's unique in that regard.
What would I be doing? I'd be sitting at home, bored. And here, everything's here what you want. Yeah. So I love it.
I'm Carla McKay. On dialysis, they don't get to vacation very often. So it's on a machine, most often 3 to 4 times a week for 3 or 4 hours at a time. They can come here and bring their families, and they don't have to travel to hospital. So everyone can just relax when they get here, which is something that families don't often get to do.
No, we just love this place. It allows you to go on holidays without having to worry about setting up your dialysis and all that stuff. There's programming available if you want to stay, and if you have kids, it's great. But if you want to leave, you have the freedom to do so and go and see the countryside, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful up here.
I'm Kathy Steenhook, and I'm the charge nurse here at Camp Dorset. The equipment here is very similar to a lot of the equipment that you'll find in the dialysis units at home. But what we provide is a more relaxed atmosphere, so it's not having to worry about wheel trends and someone to transport them to and from the dialysis treatments.
There's 16 machines here, so the 6 a.m. shift comes right in, often in their pajamas, and they relax, and family members come in and they visit, and the kids come in and they say hi to mom or dad or grandma or grandpa. It's different for them and yet relaxing, which is sort of the whole point.
My name's Steve Woolman, the manager of Lions Camp Dorset. We sit on 55 acres here. Around 1978 is when they first few weekends there was probably 80 people, and plus trucks and bulldozers and excavators, backhoes from all over. And that was all organized by Sandy Ailes, who was one of the co-founders of the camp. And we built 2 cottages. And the third lot was for a bus. And they brought a little bus in, and it had 2 machines on it, 81, 82. We were working on the medical center, and we had, by that year, we had a spot for 12 machines. And then it went from 12 to 16 as it is today.
There are 14 cabins on site, which have 3 bedrooms. We also have efficiency units, so there are 10 units there that are similar to a motel unit. The whole property is pretty much accessible for the whole family. There's a lovely trail through the property, so you can hike. I mean, it's a big property. So there are lots of places, even on site, where you can go and relax that is going to be quiet. We're about 12 minutes from Dorset. So there's lots of things to do off the property as well. Into Algonquin Park, they do day trips. You can stay in your cottage, or you can find a quiet place on the property, or you can certainly go off-site and enjoy all the amenities in the area.
We had some people that came from Ottawa. Their first trip was to the CN Tower because they'd never been to the CN Tower. And their next trip, that was on a Tuesday, an off day. On the Thursday, they went to Niagara Falls. Now that's amazing. That's just amazing. But they came from Ottawa and they'd never been able to go anywhere.
The Lions Camp is very popular. People want to come multiple times. They want to come every year. But the hospitals have a policy that they try to get people who've never been first. And then if there's still room, then they would probably do a draw for the patients who want to come a second time or a third time. The hospitals that we deal with, Northern Ontario down to Niagara region, all of Ontario, we can access patients from out of province as well. Patients' families sometimes travel a great deal to get here to be with their family. So it's quite a meeting place for people. It works out really well.
And we have a cottage not too far from here, so it allows us to use our cottage and then come here for dialysis.
Offering it out to people in the area that have cottages or are vacationing in the area and come here for their dialysis treatment.
You can't say how much it's good for us as people with cottages that can come here, get dialysis, and still enjoy our cottage. It gets you away from the everyday life and makes you feel like you're a little more normal.
We're right on a lake, so we have canoes, kayaks, and boats. Lots of activities, keep them busy.
Doing programming for the children during the day. So we did arts and crafts. We set up scavenger hunts. We do canoe trips. Deer Lake is quite lovely, and there's a lot of rocky places where we can swim from. We also have a pool, so there's swimming in the pool as well. And then in the evenings, our programming switches to become more adult-oriented. So we do a bingo night. We have a bonfire night. We do potluck dinner, so everyone kind of gets to meet each other. We'll do up some popcorn and drinks for the kids and sit around and watch a movie one night as well.
One of the biggest fundraisers was that guy that I mentioned earlier, and that was Sandy Ailes. He raised probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in the time frame that he was here to build this, and with a lot of other people that believed in what we were doing. I mean, just to put that big building up in the middle there, that was a $1 million project, and through grants from LCIF and lots of Lions clubs and Lioness clubs and Leo clubs around the area, and in Ontario, I mean. That's what built the place. There's a lot of people that have come on board and assisted us over the many years with donations of all different sizes. It's not all Lions, but a good part of it. When we put out the call to the Lions clubs, they're forefront, there's no doubt. You don't have to be a Lion to be a volunteer, that's for sure. We have a website, and I put out a newsletter every once in a while and just let them know what's going on. We still have work weekends, spring and fall, and we put an invitation out to people to come here and help us.
This year we're putting a roof on one of the final cabins. We're putting a steel roof on, and then hopefully next year we're going to get the last one on the main lodge, and we'll have steel roofs on 90% of the building. So, and it's a great camp. It's well attended, and the money's well spent by Lions.
I'm from Hagersville Lions Club, and we're just helping to clean up debris around the grounds today and the gardens.
This is the first time we've been up here. First time James and his dad too, and it's really neat to meet all these people, and everybody's so friendly and helpful.
I'm from Dorset, and so is Alex. All the guys in the bridge now are, except for this other gentleman, we're all from Dorset. So
we've been given the opportunity to come and volunteer at Camp Dorset to help get it ready for the patients. Well, Baxter is a great company. It's a medical supply and dialysis equipment company. We've done this before.
Yes,
so
enjoyed it.
Came
back for more.
Came back for more. Yeah, that's right. And really thank the Lions and Lionesses across all of Ontario for all their contributions. And I think whenever I pass one of my local area contributions that have been made from the Niagara area, it makes me very proud.
I used to be a dialysis nurse, and a patient that I had, every year I would be putting him on to dialysis, and he would be telling me about Camp Dorset and how beautiful it was. And the very first year I came up with Baxter to help out, I came across a bench that had his name on it. Incredibly heartwarming to see that bench that he had donated way up in the woods here, all those years after him having told me repeatedly how much he enjoyed coming up here and how beautiful it was. A lot of people in Canada are affected with kidney disease, and us being here and helping get the camp ready really helps every single one of those patients and families. It's very difficult for them to travel when they're on dialysis because they are scheduled Monday, Wednesday, Friday at a specific time in a specific unit, and You can't just call up a unit somewhere else and go get your dialysis there. So you're helping them get away and enjoy a change of scenery in a beautiful, peaceful place here in Camp Dorset that they otherwise would not be able to come to. So that's really special, really special.
It is a good idea because all you have to do is look at the numbers over the years that we've had attend here and the families, and it just doesn't benefit the person in on the chair on dialysis. It really benefits the family. And I've seen that. I've seen people that have come here and been in a shell, and I've seen people change after just being here for a week. We've had letters from people that have said, you know, you changed their life. 3 times a week on dialysis, that's a long haul. That takes up a lot of your life. And to be able to come here and have some normal part, I would say. I mean, being in the city, you're tied to the machine. You can't just pack up and go on a vacation. That's what this place does. It's the vacation. And I talked to people even yesterday, and they said, this is our cottage. So that's what it's all about.
It's a great place. I love it. And if you've seen the fish I caught right at the camp, right out there in about the middle, yeah.
Every cottage and every motel unit were all put in by different Lions clubs, Lioness clubs. The project right now, we are asking $30,000 for renovation. We actually lift the cottage up, tear out the old floors. We put the building back down on top of the foundation, core fill it all. We upgrade all the plumbing, we upgrade all the walls, the drywall. We have a couple more cottages to go, but we've renovated 9 cottages so far. The motel units we built many years ago, they have now been all rebuilt. We're hoping to get it to a point where, yeah, it's maintenance for many years to come. The off-season, we offer rentals. So we have weddings, people that use us for a training facility, because they have the rec hall and they have the cottages that they can utilize. I have several different social groups that use us, and we are booked up from the time camp closes right through till November every weekend. In January, we have an annual mini golf, raised well over $100,000. Elmira Lions, they come and they use us for snowmobiling, and they do their own fundraiser. And out of that, they donate X number of dollars to us. We have the annual poker run, 200 to 300 riders, and that's a good fundraiser also. We have certain groups that come in here and they'll do like snowmobile training courses, and they may be in the water one day in February, March. We're open 365. There's nothing that we really can't do.
My name's Gord Henderson. I'm with the Dorset Lions. I'm also a volunteer as a director on the Camp Dorset. There are a number of directors from various Lions clubs. The government funding applies to the actual medical services that are provided through dialysis. Over and above that, all of the needs of the camp are done through fundraising. In our Dorset Lions Club, we have a budget line every year to make sure that we're supporting the camp, and I think that that's pervasive across many Lions clubs throughout Ontario.
We have a wish list on our website, and we also have, you can do PayPal and donate on there, or by Visa or MasterCard. We also have an honorary life directorship. That's over $300,000. There are still lots of people out here that don't know about Lions Camp Dorset. And there's still lots of Lions that don't know about Lions Camp Dorset. And that's the people we need to get to. We need to get to those people and make sure that they understand that this camp belongs to the patients and their families, and this camp belongs to the Lions.
Get the message out. Make sure that within Lions clubs themselves, but beyond that, to try and be a touch point to the public. Well, you don't have to be a Lions member to be a volunteer. And it's rewarding to do that. You feel good about doing that, but you can also make a monetary contribution.
We'll probably send some money this way because it's worth it.
I don't even want to go home. Yeah, I could live here all summer.